Hey guys, Infidel 1258 here. Today I want to talk to you about how land is going to transform the game of Splinterlands. It's going to put the printing press in your hands, meaning through land you're going to craft materials and resources that will turn into desirable items that are needed and necessary within the Splinterlands rank battle experience. So that means people are going to have to come to you to buy these required assets. With that in mind, ownership of land is literally ownership of the profits from Splinterlands. And I love the quote that Aggie threw down in the recent town hall saying that he's turning over the keys to the printing press. I want to listen to that clip. I want to unpack what I think he means and the importance of this moment for us as gamers within Splinterlands. Thanks a lot for your time and attention. I hope you stick around till the end, and I hope you enjoy this and have an amazing day. God bless. I think Aggie called it FOMO February. So dude, on that topic, I want to watch the quick 2-minute. I want to watch a 2-minute clip that from the recent town hall. You guys probably all saw it, but I want to clip this later and I want to feature this because I think it's so important that the community recognize what is happening right now with land. This is a massively, this is a game-changing moment for Splinterlands and for the players of Splinterlands that we are moving toward land release. That land release will implement the ability for players to mint cryptocurrency tokens or NFTs that have real world value that the game itself cannot mint. And so it's like this necessary component that is like literally under our hands. It's turning over the keys of the printing press. You guys probably watched the town hall. You heard Aggie talk about it. It's a 2-minute clip. He's about to say why he feels land is so important. He's talking about the power of community, and he wants to see our community thrive. He wants to see our players do well, and he's gonna relay how land is gonna translate into that with $200 million worth of assets they've already created through making packs, making cards, making assets in game. And now that production is in part being turned over to us, the players. So I'm going to listen to this clip and I just want to add some thoughts and I want to hear your guys' thoughts around the sentiment, because I think this is game changing. This is a monumental moment this is part of why Splinterlands is revolutionary, because we have the ability to earn, not just the developer. This is crazy. Let's listen to this.
There's lots of people here. When we build games, we build them on the pillars of community, economy, and gameplay. And Matt has teams and teams of people that think about the gameplay. And so my brain doesn't always live there. I think a lot about community and I think a lot about economy. And when I think about part of what got me so jazzed about this entire thing and what I'm so stoked for is that no other trading card game ever turned around to the players and said, here, you mint the cards, you do this. That's the most crypto freaking thing that we could do. It's just the cards, Neil McSpadden, one of our whales, put together a spreadsheet that shows here's all the value in the ecosystem. And it's somewhere around $200 million, right? It's not all one thing, but we've made something like $200 million worth of stuff in this ecosystem. And we're going to turn the printing press for that, the minting rights to that, over to you, the player. And I think that's the most cryptoist thing that we can do. And it's as hardcore crypto as possible for sort of a company operating a game to turn to the users and say, you own the printing press. Here are some rules. Here's how it operates, but you own it. And I that's what I get jazzed about is let's empower the players. That's what crypto's about. And, let's take some of the focus on the company or the lead development project here. Let's take some of that power away from us. Let's give it to the people. And hopefully the stuff that you print will be, a substantial part of that overall value of this economy, which could be hundreds of millions of dollars. That's what we're turning over to the players, and excited to see, what does it actually turn into?
So that's it. That's the 2 minutes of him talking about it. And I think if you really hear what he's saying, and I don't know, look, this was a 3-hour town hall, and I'm pretty convinced that most people don't watch it. How many views did that get? It didn't get enough views. First of all, let's say that right now. It got 8,000 views, and that's not enough for what this was covering, but that's a huge amount. I'll tell you from my views, that is a huge amount of attention. And so people are paying attention. People like you guys who are here for lives and were with Aftersound before, and like we are paying attention, but I don't think most people are. And what's being described here is it's like cornerstone to why I always say Splinterlands is a revolutionary blockchain-based video game. Like it turns the old, I guess, income model on its head and says, look, it's not just about buying the game and then enjoying the game. It's about buying the game and being rewarded for your time and attention in this long-term way. And in a sustainable manner, not through some sort of like, Ponzi scheme where, early buyers benefit from late buyers. No, like ongoing players are going to want those potions and spells so that they can win more rank battles and so that they can earn more rewards because one, they like the game, and two, they want to add to their NFT stacks. And then through that, they're going to appeal to either their own land production so that they can create those for themselves, or two, through the marketplace so they can do that. And now he said $200 million worth of assets have been generated through this game. $250 million has been generated through a little blockchain game that started with 2, maybe 3 guys. I think it was Aggie, Matt, and Cryptomancer, I think, were like kind of the cornerstone beginnings of this. And out of that, we get this company that's created $250 million worth of assets, a game that I play every day, a game that all of us play every day, a game that, on a daily basis will give me, $1 or $2 for my effort. Not to mention the seasonal rewards, not to mention rental profits, not to mention eventually land profits, not to mention the synergistic benefits out of like things like GLG and Splinter Forge and what else? Tower defense, and right? Like there's all these different angles. Like I'm scratching the surface when I point you to the rank battle experience within Splinterlands. There's rank battle, there's brawls, there's tournaments, there's there's renting your card assets that you aren't using to play all those 3 first things. That's 4 different things within Splinterlands. But then there's, like I said, all those other games that you're receiving synergistic benefits from just by having assets here. Maybe packs are giving you SPS, or maybe SPS is giving you GLG, etc. Or maybe you're being able to play Splinter Forge because you have cards in Splinterlands. Like the growth of what is happening here, and the way it's spreading out into a variety of different aspects, combined with the fact that they're literally giving us the ability. They're not even, and it's not even like they're partners in this. Like they're giving us the printing press to the items and spells. If you bought land, you're part of that. And it's not like Splinterlands, the company has 25% of the land, and then we have 75%. That would make a lot of business sense. That isn't what they did. They themselves bought some. Like I think Matt has a region, and I think Aggie has at least 1 region. So they have land, but I'm saying like they've literally turned it over, which is so insane. And the SPS governance is part of that story too, but it's almost a separate video. But just the way that they've created something that they think is beautiful, that they enjoy, that we enjoy, and they've promised that they will step back from some of that governance and some of that benefit and some of that value creation, and then they're actually doing it. It's one thing to say 3 years ago that we're going to make this a decentralized game with decentralized governance, or that land is going to come and you're going to earn through items and spells. But it's another thing to then get to the point where they're implementing it and showing that they're actually going to surrender that financial opportunity. It makes no financial sense, but they love the game, they love decentralization, and that in part is why I trust Splinterlands, the team, because one, they're trying to implement what they said they would, and two, there doesn't appear to be an exclusive like lust for income. There actually appears to be a true love for what they're doing and creating, and then of course they want to benefit from that. I see no problem with that, but it isn't to the detriment of everything else, like to the detriment of gameplay, to the detriment of the community, to the detriment. No, it's like alongside the community they want to benefit. I am so excited by that, and I look forward to reading some comments. If you guys have any thoughts on that 2-minute clip from Aggie talking about turning over the keys to the printing press. $200 million has been minted so far. What's going to come out of the land production?